Evening, friends. So, having arrived this morning at my hotel 10 o'clock with 1% left on my phone, I checked in, had a beer at 11 o'clock in the morning, had a scrubber-dub-dub of a shower, got into bed, had an hour's nap, and then sorted myself out and went out to find food, cash, whiskey, and a supermarket. I found food. It's quite good. I spent my remaining 5,500 CFA, which means that apart from the emergency $100 bill in my boot, I do not have 2 coins to draw together, although I do have a litre of water. I went to the UBA, which is a reliable bank, and one of the ATMs was down, the other one couldn't complete the transaction. It is Sunday evening. I went to 3 other places, local places, Sino-Congolese and Congolese places. They just wouldn't accept the card. Reminded me of Nigeria. Anyway, so the upshot is I don't have any cash. I have given in advance, as it were, 20k to my hotel. I'm going to go and ask for one of those notes back to go and buy a bottle of whiskey. Because today of all days I don't really want to be dry. Sober October and perhaps even sober September is coming up fast, but not today. So that's the scene. I think Uber will be reliable. I think I can come back tomorrow early afternoon and use the ATM and be successful, and if not, I'll just go in the bank and try it that way. It's fine. I've got enough food to last me. I've got enough water to last me. If I get a bottle of whiskey, I'll actually be happy, and then I'm going to retire for the evening. Morning, friends. So, had a fairly laid-back morning. My first class cancelled because we went to the dentist. I'm not seating until 2. So I'm headed back to the UBA bank. Reason being is that, as I said before, the card didn't work, despite the fact somebody with a local card was able to take money out. That doesn't bode well. But I have scouted a fallback position, which is going to the airport. To the arrivals area, there is an EcoBank International Card Accepted ATM there. I imagine that the markup will be a bit more than I want to pay. But if I have to do that, then I'll do that this afternoon when I finish work. And that'll be that. I am going to the UBA to see if I can take money out over the counter to avoid that charge. It won't be that much, you understand. But pennies count in this business. So I'm just going to do it. Head back, teach 2 classes. And then I think I'm going to try a tic-tac-toe of going to the airport first, filling up, getting a substantial. I've transferred some money across so I have quite a lump of cash. I'm going to get a substantial amount of cash out in one go because you're charged by the transaction, of course. Thereafter, I'm going to go to an actually quite nice hotel because after the last couple of days, I owe myself a cigar. So I have 3 left, but I want to smoke it in a place where I'm not going to look like a complete arsehole doing it. So, a fairly strict hotel, buy an overpriced beer, sit in the Swiss hotel, and look like a normal person, as it were. And I'm going to try and swing past the DRC embassy to see if that is, to just try and feel that out. I've got some time on my hands. It's a recon mission. But that's the plan. Anyway, hope you're smiling. Right, so I called time on that. I walked into the bank, went up to the cashier, explained the situation. She said to go and speak to the manager. The manager had 2 people with him, stood around for a bit. They finished with them, called the next name. The waiting area was rammed, and so it would have been, I don't know how long to ask a question, but I'm fairly sure would have resulted in a negative. So, call time on that. Just going to bite the bullet and go to the airport to use the EcoBank. It's not going to be that much percentage-wise. It'll probably be a couple of beers charge, and I can deal with that. It does mean though that my lunch will consist of water, vache qui rit, and a couple of stale croissants from 2 days ago, because I don't really want to break the 10k I have just in case. So, got 2 classes, 3 o'clock, head straight to the airport, and from there to the DRC embassy, and then to the nice hotel for a fairly civilized couple of hours with a cigar and a drink. Good times. Right, after a bit of shilly-shallying, I went to the main Echo Bank office. They have a guichet there, and I managed to get a decent amount of cash out. On the way back, I'm going to go to Radisson, which is right there. Got a cigar on me, going to have an expensive beer and a cigar, but this always makes me smile. The national airline of Rwanda is called Rwanda. It's so cute. Evening, friends. So I went in between the bank and here. I saw a Chinese restaurant, so went in there. I figured prices here would be fairly steep and not as rise. So I went in there and I had a slap up, fantastic sizzling beef and rice. That cost me, including a beer, 10k. Walk into the Radisson and asked to see the red wine selection. By the glass, this very decent Chateau de Rothschild was 11k. But it is rather good. It didn't quite hit me. Well, I didn't actually have time to think about it. Got here yesterday morning, was recovering most of yesterday. Today has mostly been about working and getting money, so I was beginning to get a little bit nervous. But got money, and now sitting here with a very nice view across the water of Kinshasa. On a nice hotel balcony with a cigar and a glass, a very luxurious glass of red wine. I'm in a very good place. Just being here feels like an achievement. Because it is. I still have a long way to go. But knocking on this very nice wooden table, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Good times. You know, it does feel rather decadent. This glass of wine costs more than my room for the night and where I'm staying. Worth it. Yeah, man, has to be said. I go to a very nice hotel and have a very expensive glass of wine, a cigar. I'm always happy to make it back to this. Yes. So I'm in a francophone boulangerie restaurant just at the end of my road, and that is the best croissant I've had in months. It's amazing. Afternoon, friends. So I'm just having a quick beer, and I've been seeing a lot of military gunships and helicopters fly over recently, and I was like thinking, what's that about? But I saw a balloon arch today in the colours of the country, and it appears that it's Independence Day in 3 days. 15th of August was Independence of France. Anyway. Evening, friends. Gotta say, man, just come around the corner, headed back to my place. The sun, can you even make it out there? I'll get a video of it. It just looks like a red hot ball bearing. It's so cool. Even that doesn't do it justice. It's this incredibly vibrant red hot orange. I kind of like that. Spirit of the Pharaohs with some rather chaotic artwork behind it. Felt like I could have done without the billboard, to be honest. It's not a swish area of town, really. And as you might expect, knowing me as you do, my area of town is decidedly not. Afternoon, friends. So, came into town, into the nice area of town, as it were. This is kind of the town centre because that statue in the roundabout there has a young lady holding a stone tablet with the Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité French motto of the country. Today is August the 15th, which is Independence Day here. There are quite a few people on the streets. There are a lot of cops on the streets. And I came into town, went to the Echo Bank, got some cash, went to the Congo-Kinshasa, the DRC embassy behind me, had a kind of broken conversation. I must admit, man, and this is not a complaint, this is perfectly natural, but sometimes French with the Central African accent is very difficult for me to discern. But the upshot was they're closed today. It's currently 3:30 in the afternoon, so fair enough. I can come back Monday, of course, but I did manage to ask and check on the 10-day transit visa that I've read. I read a guy, I saw a video, and he crossed the Congo to Kinshasa because he had heard from somebody else about a 10-day transit visa on arrival for $100 US. I think that might be my best bet. But I also want to cover all my bases, as always. In other news, with the amazing help of my lovely parents, who are both working hard on their computers, I have actually sorted out now my flights next year. My January flights to Prague, then Milan, and my flights to New Delhi on the 29th of January. That was cool. And so I've been doing some idle Indian research. The big one really is the Pakistan border and if it's going to be open. But anyway, the point being is that because I've been looking at that so hard the last couple of days, the bloody algorithm knows that, and I've had so many Indian food recipes pop up on my phone and they all look so bloody good. So I'm going to find a curry house. There are quite a few in the area. Anyway.